The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Hey everybody, this is The Ashholes. Each week, they smoke a different cigar, sometimes the same cigar, but mostly different, and they give their honest impression. They always assign an official Ashholes rating to that cigar. So, pull up a chair, light up, relax, be an Ashhole too. It's very rewarding.
Broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Smoke Shop in Salem, New Hampshire. This is the Ashholes Podcast, and today, why would you make a great cigar only once?
Good question.
It's a great question. And we're going to spend 40 minutes talking about it.
That's the answer to that.
There you go.
Well, because if people enjoyed it, they want more of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the work, what's worse as a retailer, you got to get somebody to try the cigar. So you have to talk to them. Oh, I know you like so-and-so. Here's a new cigar that just came in. You should give it a try, see what you like. All right, let me take one to try. I'll see. Give me my regular cigars and let me try one of those. And 4 or 5 days later, the guy gets to it. Oh, let me try that cigar I was going to try. He tries it. He comes back and says, I actually love that cigar. Give me a box of them. We don't have any more.
Right.
And we'll never have any more. It's like bad customer service.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
Because the worst thing you want to ever do to a customer is say no.
Tease them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the guy comes in and says, oh, I heard from so-and-so a new cigar came in. And you say, yeah, they're all gone. Well, what kind of person are you? You didn't let me know you had them. Well, they just came in 4 days ago, and they're already gone. And
Already
now you
sold out.
can't get them.
Yep.
Or you love them and you can't get them.
Yeah.
And it's actually, so that is when it comes to the retailer. Why would we take on cigars that we cannot continue to sell to a person and they like them and now you have to say no? But your thing is, why would a manufacturer make such a thing? Here's a big negative I'll have to it is you're taking your eye off the prize. You're taking them off of your core brands onto the chase, which is the chase of the limited release.
Yep.
Then after those are all gone, then, hey, pay attention to my regular brand. How come you only want the limited release we put out and not our regular core lines? I see it all the time, and companies have been ruined falling into that trap.
Yeah, especially if it gets rave reviews or gets a top cigar of the year by chance.
We've seen that. A top cigar of the year is an unavailable cigar. It was only came out once, and you can never get it ever again.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, too. So what is the reason why they do it?
It's we're going to get into it.
All right.
You know, it's, yeah, let's light up I don't know.
It's a fascinating question. Why do people do it?
I know. That's why I was like, this would be a good show.
And why do the retailer want it? Like, why?
Well,
do I
that's
want
different.
it?
That's an easy question to answer because they can't get it.
That's why they want it. They can't get it. Why does the consumer want it? Because FOMO, fear of missing out.
Why they
on
want Cuban
production.
cigars, right?
Well,
A little more than that, but
Some, yeah.
let's light up a cigar.
and why do you want a little 4x48 when you can get a 7x70?
That's right.
Oh, we don't have 70 minutes. We only have 40.
4x48. Okay, Kilt Band, what are we smoking?
All right, today we are lighting up the Padron 1926 number 35 natural. Comes from Nicaragua. It's a 4x48, a wee little thing. The wrapper's Nicaraguan, the binder's Nicaraguan, the filler's Nicaraguan. That makes it a Puro, right, Dave?
No, it actually doesn't in this case. That's another whole show.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Pandora's box here.
The price of this is $15.99 per single or $378.99 per box of 24. And you can find the cigar at twoguyscigars.com. That is number 2.
GuysCigars.com. I'll tell you what. You can find the cigar at twoguyscigars.com. You want to know why? Because I found it there because I didn't know this size existed.
Oh, really? This is the Principe size of the 1926, right?
I think the Principe is a little bit longer than this. But I was looking when I was trying to find cigars for the cigar draft that were under $20, I sorted by price And I think that's why I came up. I was looking for a Padron, and I was looking for Padrones I had in stock that were lower price. And this came up, and I was like, what? There's a 26 that's under $20? And, it's a 4x48, but, we can't light up the Padron Ruby Red, but that's kind of the theme today. We're talking about
No,
cigars
we're not.
being made once.
I'm off it, by the way.
I know.
Because
Well,
I've been on it.
you shouldn't have given me the one to try because I smoked it on my way home.
Aaron, did you smoke it?
Oh, yeah.
You
It
did.
was
Very
excellent.
Good. Very, very good.
Very,
Yeah.
very good, I got to say. Holy mackerel.
Tremendous.
So I'm imagining the 26 is going to be more full-bodied. I haven't had this in a long time,
Yeah.
especially a small one. But let's light it up and see what it's all about.
Yeah, today's lighting is brought to you by Perdomo, the hottest brand in the land, a company founded on quality, tradition, and excellence.
One draw, that's the law. One draw, that's the law. One draw, that's the law.
One draw, that's the law. It's brought to you by Abuelo Cigars.
Wow.
You're going to live under my roof. You're going to play by my rules. Abuelo Cigars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Spice bomb.
Yeah. little smack in
Wow.
your nose. It's like getting a little punch in your nose.
Once again, the Kowloon hot mustard kick.
Yeah.
It's stronger because of the smaller ring gauge.
And
Right?
it's wide open. It's wide open in terms of the draw. Not like it's like too loose to puff on, but completely wide open draw. I mean, man, if you made a box press firecracker,
We've been talking about it for years.
this, I'm not saying.
The problem is the size is almost right, and now you're looking at a $16.
Not for this. Not for Padron. I'm just saying in general. If you did the only time I ever smoked cigars this small is normally when we do either a firecracker show or maybe a hotcake show, and a box press of a firecracker. Yeah, I mean Padron fits the mold, but no pun intended. But I mean any box press would be a
Yeah.
fucking.
So Dave, is he
kick-ass.
cheating on his cigar draft by checking this out or something, or what?
What do you mean?
Are you like sneaking this in on your
Is
draft?
this in your draft?
It's not in my draft. No.
Just got to throw it in.
But I do have, if you really like Padron, I do have two. I did in pairs. I have two Perdomos. I have Legacy and I have Champagne. I have two Padrones. I have the Padron 1964 TAA Maduro, and I have the 3000 Maduro. I have two McAuliffes. I have the blue and the purple.
Wow.
You know,
So you paired them. You like
well, because I know what people.
Noah's Ark.
I know what
Noah's
people.
Ark.
Yeah. Yes, I'm out of the lion's den and I'm into the ark.
Yeah.
So, but look, what sparked this for me as a show topic was the Padron Ruby Red, which we talked about last week. It's on sale August 1st. And there's already a lot of people lined up waiting to go. They want it. But, why do you make that once? Because it's a 40th anniversary cigar. It's limited edition. That's easily solved. But there's a lot of other cigars, some that we've talked about, some that we've created.
Yeah.
Why would you only make it once? But especially from the manufacturing side, it's like the idea of it is to create something new that you can continue to produce and generate revenue from, because it takes as much time and effort to make a $3 cigar as it does to make a $10 or a $30 cigar. And it takes as much effort to make that cigar one time or continue the production. So the question from multiple different angles is, why would you make it once? I think answer number one is packaging.
That's a bad answer because
It's hard to get.
It's hard, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's why you would make it once, is packaging becomes a problem. They
Is why
can't-
you wouldn't make it once.
Correct.
Okay, why you wouldn't make it once.
why you would make it only once.
Oh,
Because you can't get the packaging over and over. It's expensive packaging,
Oh,
or it comes with a custom
it's-
thing.
For the wow
I
factor.
would say you wouldn't want to do it only once because you had to work on that packaging and come
Yeah.
up with this whole thing, and then you just made that many, and then you just throw it away. All
Paying
that
for that
hard
design
Which
work.
is a
work,
mistake.
yeah.
Which is a mistake, and part of it is they order too little, and they
also-
they can't reproduce it.
Could it also be?
And
the,
they got to pay too much for it.
Right.
could it also be the
plants.
limited of the tobacco to make that?
Tobacco
particular
is the other
cigar?
part
I
of
do
it.
hear about that, yeah.
Tobacco is a big part of it. If they're using Aldito mixed the Cameroon Reserva, which it's 100% Cameroon. There's only so much Cameroon that they're producing.
Some people saying, okay, I had this brand or this blend or whatever, it's a loser, it didn't work, call this. Let me call it that now.
Oh, that happens every day. We know that.
We know it. I have got a limited release cigar before, and I go, man, if this isn't the brand X, blah, 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 and then run into the humidor to go get one because I'm like, I know this is that. It's like, there's no doubt about it. And I do it, and I go, it's the same thing. Remember Davidoff?
Avo did it notoriously. You know what? And I think I've talked about it with you on the show before.
They pissed everybody off.
I thought that was a fucking great idea.
Really?
I loved it because it was.
So explain what happened.
So what had happened is
4 times, right?
They made 4 limited edition blends that they released at a trade show, and it was like elevated packaging. It wasn't fancy, but it just looked more modern than Avo was at the time. And they made a little bit of brand story for each one. This is that, whatever. They all came out. They all did pretty well. 4
limited releases. You had to buy all 4.
Yep.
And you got them in, and then they
told you it was just Avo XO, it was Avo Classic, it was Domain, and
they ended up doing a podcast or something and saying we're going to reveal the answer to this, and they revealed it, and everybody was bullshit.
So pissed.
You made me buy things I already have on the shelf,
just crazy.
Which, by the way, happens anyway. But
right.
They actually told them that they did it.
Yeah.
And retailers were mad. Consumers that bought it ended up buying the regular Avo that they smoke and then buying that.
I never got the.
So why did you think it was great?
Because I thought it was great because it was the whole point of it. I understood was to get people to enjoy the core line. They really didn't realize that they liked it. They just wanted something limited. And I thought people got mad because they got. They worked them. It was a work. And they're used to.
And that's not what you do to your customers.
No, but that's what retailers do to customers. And they didn't like that they got the trick played on them.
The customer got the trick played on them, and the retailer got the trick.
See, I never had a customer who got mad. I didn't have one. They were like, oh, I like this cigar. It wasn't like it was. The regular was $10 and it was $30.
So we blind test our employees all the time.
Yep.
You give them a cigar and you say, here, smoke this cigar. And so what do you think of it? And then you tell them after and you say, oh, I haven't smoked that cigar in a long time.
Yeah.
I ended up liking it or whatever. Even sometimes here's 2 different cigars and smoke them, and what do you think? And you'd be surprised that you like this better than that without a band on it. Because marketing...
Yes.
Somebody had said the most flavor of a cigar, does it come from the wrapper, does it come from the filler? There's more filler than there's wrapper, but the wrapper ends up touching your lips, and people will say, yeah, you're getting the bulk of it coming from the wrapper of it. And there's different arguments for different things. But I'll stand the test of time to say you get a lot of the flavor from the little band on the outside of the wrapper.
1,000%.
That you see what it is. And I don't care what it is. It can be packaged goods, things at the supermarket. There's a can of string beans of a famous name. Tastes better than the can of string beans of the...
Campbell's tastes better than store brand.
Store brand.
Right, private label.
You know what? They're the same exact thing.
Well, that's it's funny. Like, my fiance bought me a case of seltzer from Market Basket, but she normally will buy, like, brand, whatever, Polar or whatever. And she bought the store brand. She's like, I hope it's okay. Because a lot of times, some store brand stuff isn't good. I was like, this is Polar. I was like, I guarantee you it's Polar. It's the same one. Yes. And it makes sense because when you walk into their store, the shelving footprint they have, the planogram of Polar is half of their seltzer. So it's okay. It makes sense. They probably make their private label too.
Yeah.
And it's the same.
I'll give you this space if you make the private label for me and sell it to me at that.
Yes.
That's
and so it's like, okay,
works.
Great. But for sure, when it comes to cigars, if you took this little cigar and put any other logo on it other than Padron at $15, it's not selling.
I may have told this story before on a cigar. Villiger.
Yes.
Villiger makes a little pack of 5 cigars in it they're called exports.
Yes. Number one.
They're box pressed. They're open on both ends. They're a little tissue wrap. Nice looking thing. Huge in Europe.
Yep.
And...
We
had Mr. Villiger at a TAA convention, and they did a presentation of explaining this is a major, giant European company, and billions of cigars.
The largest owner of Cuban tobacco in the world.
That's it.
Yep.
So they are buyers of Cuban short fill scraps.
Yes.
The largest ones in the world. They're the only ones in the world at that time. And they explained how they make this Villiga, which I happen to always love that cigar.
It is
the
good.
little Villiga Export A's. And they show it, and they say, and we use 100% Cuban filler in Villiga Export for the European market. And they're showing them making them, and it's all Cuban filler. And on the packaging of the one that's sold in Europe, it says made of 100% Cuban filler. It says right on it.
Yep.
Well, we have that version in the United States also. And on that version, it doesn't say that. And it's a yellow box, and it doesn't say it.
Yep.
And at the end of it, everybody's getting up, going, and I walk over to Mr. Villiger, and I said, can I ask you a question? He said, sure. What's up? And I said, so you were showing the Villiger. I happen to like him myself.
Right.
We have a U.S. version that's here. And he goes, yes. I said, so how do you make the U.S. version? He said, well, after the run of making them all for Europe, the billions of them that we make, we clean the machines, and we sanitize everything, and then we have everything leave the room, and then we bring in the other tobacco.
Oh.
And then we fill the tobacco up in the things, and I'm looking at him, and I go, really? And he goes, no.
Yeah.
And I said, oh,
It's a box.
yes.
What? Duh.
So I said, all right.
Yeah.
And he's been asked that question, obviously, before.
Oh, of course.
And has that little story of what he says. Yeah, the fact of the matter is sometimes they're all the same thing.
Correct. And, well, that's the thing. It's like, why,
Well, he can't advertise it because of the United States.
Well, they don't really regulate short fill here.
Oh.
No.
Well,
not like
That's something
that.
new I didn't know. No kidding.
So here's the deal of it. It has to weigh
Yeah.
7% or less than the entire package. The Cuban product inside. So say you bought an automobile, and it's one of the screws in the automobile
from Cuba.
is made in Cuba. Can you not buy the motor vehicle because a screw is made in Cuba? No, if it
Percentage of weight.
percentage of weight.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind someday, and I'll tell you an unbelievable story, but I can't
It's a good story.
until the embargo is over. But then
Okay, all right.
Then I'll tell
All
the
right.
story.
So if it's not packaging, it's not tobacco, is it just short-sightedness? Why you'd only make it once? Because it's like, look, there's plenty of things. Like
They do it on purpose over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And they do it because it's a quick sell. And why does the retailer buy it? Because it's a quick sell for them, too. But I'm telling you, you got to put as much effort into selling that limited release
Yes.
as a regular product that you have on there that can be sold over and over again.
Correct.
It's actually bad.
Yes.
It's not worth your while to do it, but I get it.
The only reason it works is if you are planning to follow it up. Like if you have something that is a very unique project, whatever it may be, and you did it for a thing, maybe an event,
Yes.
or something like that, and you knew it would do well, you didn't realize how much people would clamor for it, but you knew that there's a potential for this project, I just don't know how much. So I'm not going to invest all these resources into it now, but then you see the return and go, okay.
Test it. Now let's put it
Now let's put it to
Which has
market.
happened.
Yes.
Things have come out that Steve Saka made the Popetta for
The meatball.
Two Guys Smoke Shop, the Cigar Authority's meatball
Yeah.
event.
Oh, okay.
And there were 50 people, and he made 100 Popettas.
Yep.
And we smoked them, and everyone said they liked them.
Yeah.
And now there's a Popetta.
Yeah, because I had
He said,
people
okay.
in my store in New York who were like, hey, can you get this? And I was like, no, it was made for their event.
Yeah.
And then I could get it. And then
Yeah,
I
right.
sold it.
Actually,
That's Steve Saga doing market research.
Yeah. And, well,
And,
and
when he did the firecracker for us, he made a special blend of firecracker that later became Tricky Tracker.
Yep.
right.
So it becomes test on there. So we have a Padron 40th anniversary coming out, the Ruby Red. If it works out really good, it'll never be back.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
Speaking of which, we had in the Facebook chat, oddly enough, we had Chuck was asking if there's going to be any of the 40th anniversary cigars at the expo. And I said, I already told him, like, it's going to be sold out by then.
I mean,
You would think.
the
I don't know.
The Padron.
If not, it'll be there.
We're talking like a month and a half.
Well, Padron already has 300 people in line waiting to buy it.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
going to be gone.
Wow.
But there was Nick, who's also in the Facebook chat, asked if there's a separate Expo cigar this year.
Yes. There'll be more information about that probably a month from now. There's a lot of stuff I could talk to you about.
There's a lot coming.
And part of this conversation is because of all these things going on that I can't talk to you about.
Yeah.
But it's true. But again, like I said at the top of the show, why are something like that we're working on only to come out once? Well, because it's a 40th anniversary cigar.
Yeah.
Right? But there's plenty of other projects that we may have done that could come back. Ooh. And they could, because who knows?
Yeah. But that one can't.
No.
I tell you, it can't.
No, I don't think you could go through it again.
I wanted 400 boxes, by the way. It's the 40th anniversary. I want 400 boxes of 40. He said first he said 100, and I go, 100? I said, you want to do a natural Maduro? And he goes, I'll go 150. And I go, how about 150 and 50 of the natural? And he goes, all right. And was like, I'm paying for these things. Mm-hmm. Good money. And I'll handle the packaging, and I'll handle this and try to make it easy as possible. But you know what? They're a factory. And to understand a factory, to make a factory operate properly, is you don't change things up.
You don't
all
stop
day,
production.
Every day. Stop.
Yeah, makes
we're
sense,
We're going to do Dave's 200 boxes. So stop everything right now. So it was certainly a gift. Mm-hmm. Even though I had to pay for it, of course. It's a gift for somebody to stop production and do something like that. But then, again, they're going to be gone. So what I hope that ends up happening is you end up smoking the Padron Ruby Red, and we figure out what it's closest to.
Yes.
And then say, you know what? That's closer to a 1926 than it is of an anniversary.
Yeah.
As I'm smoking, or a family reserve or whatever, is the idea. The thing is, I tried to get that information too, and I go, all right, what is it? And he goes, I made it just for you. I said, what is closest to? He said, you decide that.
Yeah.
So
I will say it is very different.
Yeah.
It is very different.
Yes.
Is it like, an acid made by Padron?
Yeah.
No, it's not that different.
You would be able to guess it's a Padron.
Yeah, and oh my God, I lost my train of thought. But the point being,
take the band off it. Would you guess it's a Padron? Maybe not, because it's round, and you wouldn't say it's a regular 2000 series.
It
or
does
something.
taste like a Padron, though.
Yeah.
I know that
But you'd be conflicted if you were totally blind tasted. You'd be like, but it can't be, because it's
it's not a Davidoff.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's not a Davidoff.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we have a Letters in the Mailbox, a 6-pack, top 5, and the Kiltman Corner.
Only Great Leaf makes great cigars. Aganorsa Leaf stands out because of the distinctive mouth-watering flavors of the Corojo 99 and the Criollo 98 seeds, cultivated by Cuban agronomists on the best lands in Jalapa and Esteli, Nicaragua. When you smoke one of the JFR Lunatic, Guardian of the Farm, or Casa Fernandez cigars, you will experience the unique taste and aroma that makes Aganorsa Leaf different than any other tobacco in the world. Smoke one today and enjoy the signature flavor of Aganorsa Leaf.
Hello, cigar aficionados. This is Klaus Kellner from Davidoff Cigars. I invite you to taste the elements with Davidoff Escurio, Nicaragua, and Yamasa. From water comes originality. Savor the sweet and spicy originality of the Davidoff Escurio tobaccos born by the rains of Bahia, Brazil. From fire comes intensity. Enjoy the bittersweet aromas and fiery intensity of the Davidoff Nicaragua. From earth comes complexity. Taste the earthy flavors and complex spices that are unique to the red soil of the Yamasa region in Dominican Republic. Only Davidoff Master Blenders could take the power of nature and blend it into a range of exceptional cigars. Each element making each cigar a unique experience. Water, fire, earth. Flavors that have risen from the very world itself. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Davidoff Cigars. Cigar adventures to a wider world.
Introducing the Romeo y Julieta, Reserva Real Nicaragua, Midnight Twist, a bold evolution of a classic favorite. This unique cigar features a striking barber pole wrapper, intertwining Nicaraguan Habano and Maduro leaves, creating a visual and flavorful masterpiece. Beneath its jewel-toned exterior lies a rich blend of Nicaraguan tobaccos, delivering a medium to full-bodied profile. Experience a symphony of flavors, from earthy spices and pepper to indulgent notes of cocoa and coffee, all culminating in a smooth, satisfying finish. Handcrafted by the legendary duo, Rafael Nodal and AJ Fernandez, the Midnight Twist offers a smoking experience that's as captivating as its appearance. Elevate your evening with the Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real Nicaragua Midnight Twist. Available now.
And we're back live in the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Smoke Shop in Salem, New Hampshire. Today we are smoking the Padron 1926, number 35 natural. Wow, that's a long word. Long cigar name. But hey, if you're new or just listening to the first time on YouTube, please subscribe and like it. Share it with your friends, or if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, if you're listening tomorrow or sometime this week, if you subscribe, you'll get all the new shows and be alerted when we go, when it gets posted. Or you could take it to the next level, which our next emailer likes to do all the time. And she sends her email to the ashholespodcast@gmail.com. And hey, it's on the show.
We have our resident Miss Lady of the Corn. What was the name that was the Queen of the Corn?
Queen of
in
the
the chat a couple weeks ago.
She has a lot of. It's like when Apollo Creed gets introduced in Rocky.
Just add some
Better
more
than
titles.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah,
When she
right.
was a kid, was she a Children of the Corn?
I don't know.
It wasn't a problem.
They were all
No, she couldn't have been if
all the
Dwayne.
blonde
She
hair
married
bride.
Jay Dwayne, so she wasn't always a corn.
Yeah.
She wasn't a corn.
Yeah, it's not,
He
they're
was.
not that,
He was a child of the
they're
corn.
not that deep in the South.
And I wonder if he had to go through some shit during those days. And
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much crop they're growing in South Carolina, but
It sounds pretty corny to me.
that was good. See, that was a good one.
All right, so
I like that.
Leslie says, hello, Ash Holes and Ash Heels. I need some clarification, please. Over the weekend, Jay Dwayne and I were at a B&M while we were traveling, brick and mortar. They had a shop exclusive, quote unquote, Oliva Series V Melanio Double Robusto 5x54. How does this compare to the Oliva Series V Melanio Robusto 5x52 that you carry at Two Guys? I hope you're all staying cool. It's way too hot. Yeah.
It's eerily similar. Eerily similar.
Shockingly.
In fact, it's the same thing.
Oh.
In a different size. So something that I used to work on in my former life as a brand manager is a lot of people want store exclusives for their store of Monte Cristo White, Romeo and Julieta, Oliva Series V. Well, they're not going to really stop production to make this. They probably make a mold that is the same.
they happen to have a mold because they're not going to buy the mold either just
Correct.
for you.
And they just make a run.
We end up having problems with Firecracker, when I'm dealing with the manufacturer.
Yes.
And they go, well, I don't have a mold 3.5 by 50.
Right.
I said, you got a 5 by 50?
Yeah.
And they said, yeah. And I said, we'll make it in a 5 by 50, and you're going to cut it.
Yeah.
Whatever shaggy end. Don't fill it all the way and do it. I guess we can do that, but typically they like to have the right thing. So they got to actually do an extra step, which is that tuck cutter machine, and move it to 3.5 inches, and boom, and throw it away.
Yep.
Well, you're paying for the tobacco anyway, so it
Right.
ends up being waste if they don't have a 3.5 by
Right.
50 mold, which it's not like a very popular size. Think of another cigar that's 3.5 by 50. There isn't one.
No.
Not that I know of, so that's what ends up.
So it could be something as simple as maybe that one isn't box pressed, so there's a little bit more wiggle room, or it could be, because it was the same length, right? It was just the ring gauge.
Yeah. Yep, just the ring
They're
gauge.
just putting less tobacco in it. That's all.
So back to bringing you to Padron. So Padron made the 40th anniversary, and they make it in the round.
Mm-hmm.
Every cigar they make is round.
Correct.
Then they box press it.
Right.
So they have to underfill it a little, so that when they send it back into the United States, that's where the box pressing happens in the U.S.
Right.
And then they press it, and then they everything happens at that point.
Right.
In the case of this, they had to overfill it
Yeah.
and not underfill it because they're not going to box press it after. And you guys had it already, so didn't you find it dense?
It was very dense.
Like, I'm like, it's not going to draw. It was so dense, I
Yeah.
didn't think it was going to draw. It drew perfectly.
Yes.
But that was probably an issue that they were going to have because I stopped the presses. This guy wants to stop our factory from operating the way it does. All rollers rolling the way you normally do, and I want you to do this. And I'm sure, and I got to talk to him about it to get details, but they probably picked a couple of rollers. And instead
Right.
of, hey, everybody do this today, nope, couple of rollers, this is what you're going to do this month maybe,
Right.
and just do these.
And it was very well rolled, too.
Yeah.
So it was definitely an elite pair, whoever did it.
So I understand when I ask for these things, it's really messing with a factory.
It's more than just, hey, can you do this for me? You're one of the few people who understands what that means to do that. And that's why you don't do it very often. 40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you did ask at 25, but, you know.
I got to know.
And you waited 15 years to ask again.
That's right.
You know, so it's a lot of work. And you understand that. Why would you make it once? Well, because it's our 40th anniversary. But for some of these retailers,
I would love if he ends up saying, wow, that was really what people really liked. You want to keep this going. It's not going to happen. So I'm not even going to dream that it's going to happen because imagine if I had Padron Ruby Red ongoing.
That'd be great.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It's never going to happen.
Send one to...
Stop even talking like this.
You brought it up. You brought it up. You brought it up.
Send one to Aficionado. Maybe we can get some press on it.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, honestly, especially right now, I'm telling you, 2026 can be a very different year. You got to ask yourself, if you're going to make a limited edition, is the juice going to be worth the squeeze? And not just for the, whatever.
I urge cigar companies to worry about their core lines.
Focus on the core.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Because creating something, coming up with it, and having a catchy thing or whatever, it's fun.
It is a lot
so
of
that's
fun.
part.
It's the most fun.
It's part of people's playtime, but very, very expensive playtime because you are taking your eye off the ball and you are slowing the factory down to end up doing this.
I always try when we make something like this is to figure out where the puck's going to go, right? All right, we made a limited edition. How do we build on? What's the next move? It's not just a one move.
Well,
game.
remember Gold Star came out.
Right.
Gold Star came out.
Limited edition.
But knowing that the real one was coming in. So we had both the limited edition and the regular edition at the same time. Which blend do we let? We're at the last two.
Right.
The blending process. Okay, these are the last two. Let's make the milder one the limited edition because it's going to some people that aren't even really big cigar smokers.
Right.
And make the fuller-bodied edition. Normally the other way around.
Correct.
But we knew we were dealing with Gold Star families. And people are going to auction these things off, and it's a fundraiser. And then here comes the real version to come out, which was our number one pick, which is the one we have now.
Yep.
So that was interesting, too.
That's one of my favorites, too.
Yes. Hot cigar right now. All right, we have Dave Six-Pack. This is something we put together. Dan puts together. It should be called Dan Six-Pack.
Well, I don't have a cool cartoon logo of myself I can put on the graphic.
All right. So 6 cigars. One of them is always the cigar we're smoking now. So we're smoking the Padron 1926, number 35 natural. Oh, I like the Maduro better. By the way, that's the same, too. The natural and Maduro. It's the color of it that's the actually same tobacco that's on there. And the Maduro does sell stronger than the natural for whatever reason, but it's aesthetically the only reason. You got the Cigar Authority Lectin cigar, limited release. 15th anniversary of the Cigar Authority, $15 cigar. The Lectin is in there. You get the Rocky Patel Cigar Bar. I see where you went here.
Yes.
Limited release cigar. In there is box-pressed Rocky Patels. Round cigars that were never box-pressed before, and you get 3 of them. You get an edge box-pressed.
Yep.
And you get a Rocky...
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
You get the Edge Corojo.
Yep.
You get the Vintage 2003, which is the Cameroon.
Yes.
And you get the Sungrown, which is an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper.
You know what else is a Cameroon box-pressed? nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Very difficult to do, by the way. So that is the 3 cigars, right? So you get all 3 of those cigars, normally $10 cigars each from back then. In the Aganorsa leaf, Supreme leaf, which is more rare than the rare leaf, the Supreme leaf, Royal Perfecto, which is a tough one to begin with anyway, and that's next week's cigar, and that's a $14 cigar. $75.18 if you were to buy them separately, if you could find them. The deal is $59.99.
Wow.
20% off. That is a real good deal.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and this was the rare time where the limited for this case fit for next week because we're going to smoke Aganorsa Supreme Leaf Royal Perfecto next week. So it fits in the pack.
As I say it, I'm going to continue to say it. The Ashholes smoke better cigars than the Cigar Authority does because Dan picks them and he likes good cigars.
Well, it's more than that. It's more than that.
Who picks out cigars for Cigar Authority?
The care package.
Yeah, it's Care Package cigars. And it's based around education or whatever we're talking about. And not that they're bad cigars at all. But
No.
you get mixtures of all these different things, but it seems that everything on the Ashholes is usually up there in price.
When I say it's the care package can't be as dynamic, like time sensitive as I can be because they have to get the cigars much further in advance. You're getting them a month ahead of time.
We got to package them all, ship them all out. We got to make the postcards out that have them
for us.
The show.
The 6-pack. What's great about it is, maybe we got the cigars today, and so next week I can smoke it. We could smoke it together, and we could be faster in getting you guys to try new stuff. Plus, especially because of the contenders, we try to smoke as many new things as we can to get them on our list. Which.
So how do you go to Dave's 6-pack? Go to Two Guys Cigars?
Go to twoguyscigars.com. You can type in the search bar Dave's apostrophe S, milk.
Milk.
I'm keeping milk. I was going to change it. I was going to change it, but milk works. When we get closer to maybe the expo, maybe I'll do 40 or something like. But milk. Just search milk.
Does anybody do that? Can you tell?
I do it.
But can you tell?
No, I really need. That's a whole. I'll talk to you after. I would love
to know how they search.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But it's a great deal, and you can get some stuff from the vault with the cigar bars for sure. But yeah. Why don't we do our top 5?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Here is today's top 5 list.
Today's top 5 is the top 5 packaging designs of all time.
I loved this list.
Yeah, I did. I kind of like it.
Sometimes there's stuff that's kind of recurring, and there's a couple here, but there's some I never expected, and they're so right.
Yeah. Number 5, the Pringles canister.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Perfect. Never duplicated. Never
there's things out there.
Like the stacks, Lay's, but it's not.
Not the same.
It's not the same.
Do you like a Pringles?
Love pizza. Pringles is the #1 beach snack of all time.
It's pretty good
for you.
Yeah.
In general.
Really?
There's nothing. Pizza Pringles. It's
never had a pizza.
No bag flying away.
I like the pizza one.
Pizza Pringles.
I never even had it.
It's good. You can't have it all the time. It's too much. But pizza Pringles or pizza Goldfish. Ultimate beach snack.
Really?
Yes.
Never had it.
Yep.
The good thing about that Pringles can is that not like your typical bags of chips where it's like 50% air.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all filled full of Pringles.
That's right.
And a seagull's not going to pick it up.
Yes.
I like stacking Pringles, at least 2 or 3, and then eat.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it, yeah.
Or you can do the duck face, when you put 2 opposite ends. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, that was an elementary school fun trick.
It says the Disney adult.
No, they don't make Disney Pringles, so they're out.
Number 4 is the McDonald's Happy Meal.
Perfect.
It's iconic.
Ooh, the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
It's especially that box. You have the arches on the box.
Yes. Finger holes, yeah.
That's gone through so many changes, though, over the years.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, my God.
The box?
Just the Happy Meal itself.
Oh, yeah.
What's in the contents, yeah. Number 3 is Apple packaging, just in general.
Sleek, minimalistic.
Yep, they make it more.
You know what I'll say about the Happy Meal package? Very interesting that the prize inside is the go-to for a lot
of
the reason.
The collector's item.
Yeah, that's what they're ending up going to. That is very, very interesting that it's the thing inside. Cracker Jacks never really took off because they were just too cheap. They should have put better
prize in there.
Well,
yeah,
remember,
like cereal does a little bit better,
We
right?
used to do that. Yeah, we used to have that when we were kids. It's the little toy in the cereal.
Yeah.
So how about a cigar brand that inside the box is a prize?
That's better. Well, West Tampa just did that with Dark Time.
Yes.
They put that, it looks like almost like a Rolex cutter.
Yeah.
And they sold out immediately, so.
Yeah, well, we do that with United. We get a piece of the American flag.
American flag, but you know what it's going to be. But the game of, you don't know what it is. There was a brand, started with a C. Jeez, I can't think of what it was. A little canister, and you'd open the canister, and there's 25 little cigars in it. You put them by the register, and people would buy their cigars. I'm going back in the 80s now.
Okay,
and people would grab their cigars and grab a few of those things. Well, when you picked up the canister closed, it made a noise. It made a noise because there was a quarter inside the canister. And it was for the guy working in the cigar store that he would always keep the canister full because he got a quarter if he refilled it.
Yeah.
It was for the person to refill it, and they would all,
Wow.
every store would end up doing it. So I created a brand years ago called Moolah. And
Never asked you about Moolah.
so Moolah was made by Perdomo.
I know that.
Back in the day. And and it was designed by Ernesto Padilla.
Really?
Designed it, later becoming Padilla Cigars. And the idea was that you opened the box up and there was money inside. On top of it was a 1, 2, 3, 5, $10 or $20 bill from Nicaragua, which is worth pennies each one.
Right.
And for years, it was going good, and it was there, and people would look at it and say, but it was money, and I don't know, you collect money from different countries and stuff. I thought it would be cool to look at and people to see and different things that were on them, and they were different colors and whatever. And I get an order in, and I open a box up. This is a couple of years into it, and it's the money is not money anymore. It's printed from a copy maker of the money.
Oh, no.
And I call up and I go, what the hell happened with the money? He said the people in the factory were stealing it.
Oh, yeah.
It was money.
I figured
so
it.
imagine giving cigar rollers a stack of money every day and say, put this in the box.
Right. Yeah, they're probably, who knows how much it was compared to what they made.
Yes.
I figured you had an issue with like the Camel Bucks thing. And that, when that all went away.
Yeah.
But-
Pepsi and Coke both did that, yeah.
Yeah.
So number 2 is the most famous breakfast place on all the planet, right? Is Tiffany's Blue Box.
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yeah. Name another breakfast place that everybody
McDonald's.
knows about.
People want the box. People want the little bags. My wife is big into bags.
Even Louis now, they have the orangey color.
Yeah.
Yep. And number 1, I mean, there's no question. It's the Coke bottle.
Coke bottle,
Yes, but you don't see it. It's not like they use it very much at all.
It's part of their logoing. You'll see it on a lot of, like, they'll do like a red circle logo, and they'll have the silhouette of the bottle in it. Like, look at, grocery store.
But was the bottle too? Supposedly that was the shape of Marilyn Monroe or some.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really?
That's been I've heard that rumor before. But I think the bottle existed before Marilyn was.
With somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you put the shape of that bottle, and everybody's going to say that's a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Even if it was something else, it's a Coke bottle.
Yeah. But
Even though you probably haven't seen one of those bottles.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Crazy.
All right, time for the Kilt Man's Corner, and that's brought to you by Red Anchor Cigars.
Red Anchor is the world's first cigar brand, beginning in 1772, now celebrating over 250 years. United Cigar, in partnership with the famed Kellner family, reintroduced Red Anchor cigars, now blended in the Dominican Republic, featuring an Ecuador wrapper, Monte Plata binder, and fillers of San Vicente, Habano 92, and Pennsylvania broadleaf. This three-country blend creates a medium-bodied, smooth profile of cedar, nutmeg, shortbread, and a rich, buttery finish. It's time to relish the return of Red Anchor cigars.
Hey guys, Kilman here. Shout out to Tim from Connecticut, if I said that right.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks for coming up again, brother. And him and I are going to do a special project, what I'm really looking forward to, brother. Good talking to you again. Good finding out about. He's a classical trained musician.
Classical.
Like cards or
No, musician.
Oh, not magician. Okay.
Like you said.
And he's a music teacher, so he does a lot of things. He's actually going to help me collaborate on some things. So
Can he do magic too?
I don't know.
well, if you can make me sound good, that's magic enough right there. Oh, Jesus, Manny Joseph. Okay, here we go. New HVC Edition.
There you go.
Edition Especial. 2015 arrives in stores. HVC Cigars proudly introduces the latest creation, the HVC Edition Especial 2015 box pressed. This updated release features a refined blend, now presented in a soft Cuban-style box press and available in 5 new violas. Vitolas. Son of a bitch, I was doing good.
Oh, the musical thing.
So close. Crafted in the finest aged tobaccos from 2 exclusive farms, one in Jalapa and one in Esteli. All right,
Good.
So that right?
Good.
Hey, look at that. I'm on a roll, folks. Nicaragua and wrapped in a rich San Andreas Maduro leaf. This Edition Especial 2015 delivers a bold, complex smoking experience that reflects HVC's dedication to tradition and excellence.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's pretty damn close.
Pretty good.
Good job.
Pretty good.
I'm going to give you
Lots of Spanish. Also a very confusing release. Because one size is limited to 1,000 boxes, the Especiale size.
Yeah.
And the rest is regular.
and ongoing.
But
the one size is not ongoing.
Correct.
So that's interesting. We're talking about why would you put a limited release out.
Yeah, there we go.
He's putting out one size of a limited release, and the rest of them, and typically they do that of Figurados and Lanceros
Right.
or whatever, because nobody wants to buy those. So isn't that interesting of nobody wants that?
Right.
Listen, Perdomo with the Legacy, their Figurado they made, okay, that one's going to be the hard-to-get one.
Limited production.
And it sold out first because FOMO is so powerful.
It is. It is.
Fear of missing out, and it's just a different shape. But
I'll tell you what, if you pay,
in that case, box pressed also.
But if you pay attention to the Ashholes, Cigar Authority the next couple months and listen to what we tell you, you won't have any FOMO.
Yeah.
And if you never have any FOMO, if we tell you about a cigar, it's not out, just go to Two Guys. Click Notify Me.
Notify Me.
You won't get any FOMO.
Maybe instead of Notify Me, it says no FOMO button.
Yeah, no FOMO button. I like
the button comes out,
FOMO
and
then we're going to have to spend a few hours a day explaining to people what FOMO is.
Yeah.
But why don't we review this cigar and get out of here? It's nice out today.
It's actually gorgeous.
Nice and humid.
Yes.
Beautiful day here. Okay, I have my rating down. I'm going to go with 91.
91.
And I thank the Padron family not only for what they're doing, but what they've done for me all these years. They actually pay the bills. Let me tell you, Padron is a monster seller.
Did anyone sell more Padron than you in the United States?
That'd be up to him to say, but we sell an awful lot.
Yeah.
And I've been there since the beginning.
That's what I mean. You're an OG Padron.
I am. I believe I am their oldest customer. I bought day one of the first trade show that they were at.
Wild.
And I think that the other people that did, and there was a handful of us, I think there's none left.
Wow, that's sad.
And I think I'm their oldest.
So, lifetime sales, you're probably at the top.
Lifetime, yeah.
crazy.
Just
It's a lot of
all
cigars.
all those years. I think it was in 1992, I believe, was the trade show.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people at the table, which was just a folding table.
Right.
And the two brothers and the father were there, and I walked over and I said, let me give it a try. And I said, wow, this is interesting. It's so bold. Let's give it a try.
Yep.
And I have never stopped. There's been Padron in our store every single day.
That's awesome.
Never missing. And, that was a reason why, because I don't want to happen to George Padron and the Padron family is every retailer now go to them and say,
Right.
you did it for them, you did it for me. It took me 40 years, and I asked big time hard on my 25th anniversary.
Right.
And like you said, I waited another 15 years before I asked again.
Correct.
So in other words, don't let go of your dreams.
Right.
And
May take a little long, but, hey.
it's fitting you said the number because it's
91.
one of my favorites. It's my birth year, but it's also the score of this, 92.
92, you went up from
92.
Okay.
Great cigar. I was very surprised with this size. Man,
John the Killman's got a little thing to keep his cigar so he can smoke it down to the end.
I could. Well, one, it's a friggin' small. Jesus, man,
Yeah.
Joseph. I mean, I burnt my fingers on the firecracker, which I loved. And I do love this one, and I went a little high, so I went 93.
Wow.
91, 92, 93. Okay, give us the answer here.
I gave it a 92.
92, which is exactly the right answer. Aaron's unbelievable. He gets the right answer.
He's a
every single
teacher.
time.
He knows.
Yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No, he has us
Anyway.
figured out. I don't know what it is, or he likes it.
I just rated how I feel it.
You can check it out for yourself because maybe you're like me and you never knew this size existed. You can check it out in the 6-pack. You're getting 20% off this week. But next week, we are going to do a cigar starting 5. So I played this game a little bit with the girls when I visited the Ash Hills a couple weeks ago. They went with like more of a Mount Rushmore. I want to go, you're starting a cigar company. What's your starting 5?
Oh, that's
Starting
nice.
five
That's
what?
a cool question.
Staff.
Oh, staff?
Who do you get for staff? Starting a company from scratch.
Yep. Who is your starting 5?
Are you rolling cigars there too? Or?
Yeah, you're one of the people automatically. Who are the other 4 people you're putting on your
I have
team?
cigar
I was thinking-
rollers
Like a dream
because-
team?
Well, yeah, but like,
Sticking employees or like
Okay.
celebrities or
you could do both.
Interesting.
interesting.
It's a broad brushstroke, but don't pick a Mount Rushmore. This is different.
No.
But you can find out what we pick next week if you check out the Ash Holes. But until then, you've been listening to us broadcasting from the Studio 21 Cigar Studio above Two Guys Smoke Shop in Salem, New Hampshire. We will see you next Tuesday.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe.